All right, so we are now on number 6. If you've made it this far, nice job. We're going to just continue trekking forward. Number 6, we're now getting into circles. So it says use the sketch below to calculate the area of the circle. Add any dimensions to the sketch that we use to calculate the area. Note each grid unit is equal to 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so we have this lovely circle here. We have a center point, and it said each grid unit is 0.25 inches. So that means that 1, 2, 3, this is going to be 0.75 inches for the radius. Okay, so that's going to be important information to know for our formula. So over here, we have my not very good circle that I've drawn out, but the important thing about my circle is it is indeed close to 3 inches or 3 grid spaces, which is 0.75 inches for the radius. So I'm going to go ahead and designate that. So my radius is equal to 0.75 inches because 2.5 times 3 spaces is 0.75 inches. Okay, and what we need to do is find the area of this circle. All right, so we're looking for this area of the circle. Okay, and the formula that we use for area of a circle is area is equal to pi r squared. Okay, if you're not, if you don't remember, pi is 3.14. So 3.14. So we use pi in place of 3.14 because pi does actually go on forever as far as the decimal points are concerned, but typically 3.14 is sufficient for most calculations. And we already have the radius, so we've got the radius, we have pi, and we need to find the area. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in what we know. So we already know what pi is. A radius is 0.75 squared, okay? Now remember, we've got PEMDAS going on here. So first step in PEMDAS, parentheses, which we don't have any. Next step in PEMDAS would be exponents, which we do have. So 0.75 times 0.75, 0.75 times 0.75 is going to be 0.56. I'm just going to take it to do decimal points in this case. So area is equal to pi times 0.56. Okay. Now we want to take our value, 0.56, and multiply it by 3.14. And we'll have 0.76 for our area. 0.7, I guess we should say 0.77, 1.77. Area is equal to 1.77 inches squared. So this area right here is a total of 1.77 square inches. Okay. So that's how you do that one. And then looking on, it says the area of the circle represented above has been revised to be 15.9 inches squared. So we now have a new area. It's quite a bit larger than what it was before because our area before was 1.77. Now we have a new area, which is 15.09. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this out. I guess I could have kept my formula. Oh well. Pi is going to be the same. Radius won't be the same anymore. That's going to have to change. Okay. So we need to find our new radius. So we have our area, so we can go ahead and write in what our new area is going to be because it was given. I didn't know what this was. It was just given in the problem. So our area is 15.90 inches squared, all right? And our radius is unknown. We don't know what that is now that the circle has been revised. So what is the radius of the circle? So area is equal to pi times radius squared. Area, we know, so I'm going to plug that in. So 15.9 is equal to pi times radius squared. Okay, well, we know what pi is. Pi is 3.14, and then we have radius squared. What we need to do is isolate this variable. We need to get r by itself. And you have learned that when you do PEMDAS, you start with parentheses, and then you go to exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Well, we need to go the opposite direction now. So don't let that freak you out. We can do this. Do we have any addition or subtraction? No, we don't. So don't have to worry about that. Next, do we have any multiplication or division? Yes, we do. We actually have pi times r squared. Okay, well, we need to get r by itself, which means we need to get pi over on the other side of the formula so that there's nothing but r on this side. And in order to do so, I need to divide pi on both sides. Now, right now, it's pi times r squared. But to get it to the other side, we have to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So we take 15.9 and divide it by pi. So that's what I'm going to do. 15.9 divided by 3.14. Okay, which is a little over 5.1. Okay, so 5.1 is equal to r squared. All right, so we're done with multiplication division. That's done. Next up, exponents. Do we have any exponents? Yes, we do. Okay, it's r squared, but r needs to get isolated, and we need to do the opposite of squaring something, which is square rooting. Okay, so the opposite of addition is subtraction, the opposite of multiplication is division, the opposite of squaring something would be square rooting it. Okay, so I need to get rid of this squared, and I can take the square root. So I'm going to take the square root on both sides, and I'm going to take the square root of this, 2.25. Nice. Okay, so 2.25 is equal to our new radius. So our new radius length is 2.25 inches. Okay, this is no longer a question mark. We have found what that is, 2.25 inches.